It's a nightmare, isn't it? Can we see it in them trees up there? They could probably take over your YouTube channel or get into your banking system and stuff like that, so companies lying to us about stuff. Long time no see. We're out again. We haven't been out for a while because it's been Christmas, New Year, all that jazz. But we're out tonight testing a load of gear that I got for Christmas and before Christmas in the November sales that I ain't had out yet. So come on, let's go and have a look. Oh, she's got it off. You little sausage. Look at you, look like you got a nappy on. Come here. Oh, look, she's managed to get it off. This is the Kuiu Storm Star. Now, I've not even had this out of bag yet, so I don't even know if everything's in here, but I bought this in the November Black Friday sales and I've not touched it. It's just been sat in my cupboard. So, let's get it up and have a look at it, shall we? And there it is, look. It's the Kuiu Storm Star. As the name suggests, it's a 4-season storm-worthy tent, and been a few things that have bothered me already. These like G-clamp thingies, those there, they were a pain in the ass to hook on because they've got a bit of a hook there. Hold on, they've got like hooks on them there to hook them in, and you've got to proper push them down to get it over the top. Look. So, and because this tent's drum tight, it was pretty hard to get them off. And also, when you unzip here, it's got little clips there to hold it, you know, to fasten it down. When it's stormy, that was proper hard to get undone one hand. Let's have a look at other side, see if other side's same, whether it's just that one or not. Oh, I can't even open the zip, never mind do that. So there it's, that's closed there. Oh, that one opens alright. The other one were a pain in the ass. Anyway, that's enough of me moaning. Let's have a look inside. I haven't even got inside yet. Right, mate. Hey, this is alright, isn't it? Oh, we've got some bungee cord up here. A little bit of bungie, don't we? I'm trying to get used to this camera because it's on a gimbal. It's one of those DJI Pocket 3s, and it's doing me nothing if I'm honest. So there we go. Look, we've got some bungee up here. Zips there so you can get to the vents. It's a full solid inner, but the doors I think you can unzip, and they have a fly on it, you know, a mesh screen instead. It's been that long since I've made a video, I forgot how to film. But got some pockets here, a couple of pockets, well, it's got 2 pockets like this, these triangle pockets. Mate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Every time I start talking to you, she just puts her head in way and starts sniffing me breath. Smell it. You wanted to smell it. There's a nice high bathtub floor. It looks probably about 8 to 10 inches. Hold on, I'll just measure it. Yeah, I can sit up in it alright, which is a bonus. It reminds me of my 3F UL Gear Taji 2 inside, but the Taji 2 doesn't have any pockets or out like that, all washing lines are out. I did buy this gear loft separate, so I'll put that up and we'll see what that's like. Altogether, in the sale, this tent cost me 460 quid. That were with shipping as well. Shipping were only 16 quid from America. Well, I was talking to some other people on Facebook about this tent and the Mountain Star. I think it's the Mountain Star that Kuiu do. And they said that it got to customs in the UK and it got sent back for some reason. So I'm guessing I'm one of the lucky ones that actually got the tent. There's plenty of guy lines on him. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, gimbal. 9, 10. And these, the ones by the poles, they actually wrap around the poles. It's got that ribbon there and you can wrap that around. So that should keep it strong. Also 2 vents. Have they got any props? Oh, they've got zips on them. Oh, that's fancy, isn't it? And it's got like a bit of a... Oh, this gimbal's doing me nutting. I'm going to have to get used to this camera. There we go. Prop vent there. There's no bug mesh though. Oh, that's disappointing. That means in summer you're going to get bugs inside your tent if you have them vents open. That's a shame. So it's definitely just going to be a winter tent. But we're hoping to use this all year round, with the doors having a mesh screen on them what you can unzip. Got a new sleep mat as well called Kuiu Gear. Now apparently this is... Sorry, I said that I wasn't going to do any more gear stuff, didn't I? But I've got new gear for Christmas and that, so I want to try it out. This is what this is about, because I want to try this tent and this sleep system out, see if it's any good for winter, and then I can go off gallivanting then, can't I? Hey up, couple of patches. You get a pump sack with it, and they've bought this pump sack out. Now it's got a small opening at top, and that's pretty much what the Sea Summit ones are like. And I really do like the Sea Summit pump sack, because it means that you only need to roll that top bit up like that to get the air in. So let's get it pumped up and we'll have a look at it. And there it is, nice quilted pad, and it's 4-inch thick apparently, but we'll see if it's warm or not. So initial thoughts, I can feel warmth underneath me, so we'll see how we get on tonight. Hey up, gritters are out. Means it's going to be a cold one tonight. I think it's going to get down to about 0 degrees tonight. There we go. Got a couple of beers left over from Christmas, so going to get them down me and then get onto my diet. Because being in hibernation mode, I put a load of timber on. Well, I have been doing throughout year really, haven't I? Ready for hibernation. But if you watch my montage, what I put up, then you'll see right at the beginning of that I was quite slim. I was probably about, I wouldn't say slim, but I was probably about 14 or 15 stone there. So I've put on about 5 or 6 stone, which I'm hoping to lose within 6 months. So we'll see how that goes. The reason why I got this this DJI Pocket 3 camera is because when I'm walking about in woods at night time, everyone complains that they can't see out because the GoPros are really crap in low light, and this Pocket 3 should enable me to do some like night investigations and stuff like that, which I know you like, because I have been using my phone in low light, but that's crap and all. And the way I've been able to buy these is through them raffles. I've been able to buy this tent and this camera through the raffles that I've done. So the money that I get from the raffles, it all goes back in the channel. But I'm not sure how I feel about both of these two at the moment. This door, it's a bit small to get in. I mean, the fly door, that's big enough, but the inner door, it's like the Van Gogh ones, and they're a pain in the arse to get in and out of. But water shouldn't drip on inside once you've got your door open. So that's a good thing. But I suppose it is marketed as a 4-season tent, hence the name Storm Star. But I'll have to take it out into bad weather water to test that out. So next storm that comes in, if I don't have my kids, I'll be out in it. We'll test it out. Fendy's enjoying the mat anyway, aren't you, mate? Come here. Come put your tootsies in there. That's it. Stay there. There we go. That should be alright for you, shouldn't it, kid? Oh, look, you're following me now, look. It's got a tracker mode on this. I'm going to have to get used to all this crap, aren't I? Because with GoPro, it's just point and shoot, which is what I prefer, because I'm a simpleton. So what did you get for Christmas? You get out good? You get any camping gear? Let me know in comments what you got. I'm always interested to know what you use when you're out camping. In fact, what I'm going to do, see how this active track works. Sorry, I'm just messing about while while you're watching. Should really put myself in the middle again, shouldn't I? That's it, innit? What's it like? Is it tracking me? That's alright, isn't it? So, once I get used to it, this should make me filming a bit better. I'll have to remember to bring Mike out with me next time as well, won't I? I'm not too keen on the white stuff on the tent. Not for stealthing anyway. It's like a dark brown and black otherwise. But I'll have to see if that's reflective later on. Otherwise this is just for mountain camps then, isn't it? It's fairly weighty as well. I'll put everything that I'm using, I'll put it all in the description, then you can have a look. And we'll see what that mat's like later on tonight. I did see it on somebody else's channel, and he were obviously promoting it for Kilos gear. And I asked him if it was warm enough without having anything underneath, because it claims a 5R value, which is pretty decent. And one of the pictures said it was ASTM tested, but it didn't say anything about that in the description. And I emailed them asking them about that, and they ignored me on that. So I bought it anyway to test it out. And I asked the guy, I can't remember what his channel name was. It's Scottish something or other, I think. I asked him if it were warm enough without anything underneath, and he said yeah. He's had it out to -3 or something like that. So hopefully he won't lying. But we'll find out tonight, won't we? I've also been nominated for Outdoor Filmmaker of the Year. How about that, eh? I'll put a link in the description, so go vote for me. That'd be mad, that, wouldn't it? If I won that. I've only been doing this 2 years. I had no experience in filming or editing or YouTube or all like that before then. But I've studied it hard and I've learnt loads of stuff on the way. Just keep bettering myself, bettering my editing, bettering my filming. And that's why I bought this camera, to try and, you know, make it even better for you. But we'll see if I win it, eh? I am up against Paul Messner and Wild Bear and a few others. I can't remember who they are. Hopefully I'll win it, but I doubt it. I doubt it. There's people on there that make better videos than me, or better films, should I say. And that brings me on to another subject. I was thinking, oh hello, hiya mate, you come and say hello. Yeah, so what were I on about then? Oh yeah, filmmaking. I was thinking of doing some like short horror movies or short films, because you lot seem to like the creepy camping ones, but you can't always guarantee something's gonna, you know, creepy's gonna happen to you. So we're thinking of creating some like short films. Probably some of them won't be creepy, but that's what I'm wanting to do. I think I want to be a director. Steven Spielberg, you better watch out, mate, I'm coming for your title. That's if I win this Filmmaker of the Year award. That'll spur me on, that. But yeah, I've got a few ideas for that already, for some short horror movies. They won't, you know, they don't even need to be about camping. They'll be, you know, just different subjects. But that's something that I'm wanting to be creative about. What else am I going to be doing this year? I was also thinking about buying a cheap car, maybe like a Ford Galaxy or something like that. For, you know, you can pick them up for about £1.5 grand. So I was thinking about getting a cheap one of them, ripping all the seats out and going further afield and spending a lot more time, you know, like out in mountains and in Snowdonia, Lake District and stuff, because just driving up there or driving anywhere just for one night or for a couple of nights in tent, and if something happens while you're there, you know, if your mat fails on you or your tent fails on you or whatever, then you're just gonna have to drive all the way home. But if I get a car, then I can do maybe like a week-long trip, you know, go from one place to another and, you know, have the car as a base, so to speak. I might borrow my sister's camper van. She's just bought a camper van. She bought a, what is it, a Toyota Granvia, I think it is. It's automatic, but that's like a 3 litre, so that'll cost me more than getting a hotel, I think. What's it like inside tent, this camera? Can you see me alright? Bought some new water bowls for Fendy. These were only a couple of quid for, I think you get 5, and I got them off AliExpress. So you just do that, clip them up like that, and there we go. And there's another one that's a plate. This is for her food, but these will be alright for anyone that wants to use these as like a plate or a bowl while you're out camping, which I didn't think they were too bad. I'll put a link for these as well in the description. But what's the low light like? Is it any good? Let me turn this light on, see if that... There we go. It's been absolutely hammering it down, hasn't it, for last month, I suppose. All it's done is rain. Mate, do you want to come up here a bit? Hold on. Come on then. Let's get you tucked up. Oh, what's going on with this camera? Why has that done that? Yeah, I don't mind it when it's cold, but when it's wet as well, it's just no fun, is it? And you just look out window and you think, can't even do it apart from sit here and watch crap on telly. And I think that's what's wrong with me at this time of year. Because around Christmas we used to get snow, but now it just absolutely hammers it down and we just get floods and stuff instead. I've been out a few times with Fendy, just going on walks and stuff, and it's just been drenched everywhere. All the paths and stuff have been flooded and stuff, and it's just no good. Especially if you're camping. It's not too bad if you can get home and get nice and warm and dry, but to get back in tent and get out of all your wet gear and put some dry clothes on and try warm up again, it's a nightmare, isn't it? What else want I go talk about? Oh yeah, sponsors. I've turned down loads of sponsors. The only two that I've done is the beer 52 and the wine 52, because I tried that out for myself to start with, and it was quite easy to cancel and stuff, so I just thought I'd give you some free beers, basically. But I've had loads of people wanting me to do sponsors and that, and I've looked into them, and a lot of them are just either scams or they're not right, I don't think. A couple of them, they send you a contract, and then when you try and open that, there's a Trojan horse in it, which means it's got malware in it. They can probably take over your YouTube channel or get into your banking system and stuff like that. So if anyone else is looking at sponsors and stuff, be careful of that. Make sure you've got a decent antivirus. Don't think there's aught else to do now until it gets dark and we can test this new camera out in dark. I brought my GoPro with me as well, so we can do a comparison. It's more for me really to see what it looks like, but you guys can chime in as well and tell me which one you think's best, and we'll see what this pad's like as well. I can already feel it. Is that because I'm not laid down on it properly? Oh yeah, look, Curtis got, oh, it's lost me again. What's going on with this stupid camera? Curtis got me Flex Tail Gear pillow. It's the thicker one. It's got like a memory foam topper on it. So I did try it out when we were on my last camp, when we went to Paul's party, but I was drunk, so I can't remember what it were like, or you know, if it were any good or not, because we're just steaming. Anyway, let's wait for it to get dark. Right, well, it's 5 o'clock and as you can see it's pretty dark, so I'm just wondering, can you actually see me or not? Can you see the tent? There's tent, there's our fender, look, all lit up. So what's that like? I didn't even bring an head torch out with me, but I have got a torch with me. There we go. Let me spin it around and see what we can see. Not a lot. But if I use the torch, what's that like? Can you see better with that than the GoPro? What about the clouds and stuff? Can we see that? Can you see that star there in the middle of the cloud? Is it any good without the light on? Let me know in comments. Right, I'll get the GoPro out and we'll have a look at that, shall we? So that's the GoPro and the DJI together. That's looking about. Let's have a look at the tent. There we go. So this is the reason why I bought this. Well, I don't know if it's any good in low light yet. We'll have to see. Let me spin it around. There. That's the GoPro and the DJI, both pointed at me. You should be able to see tent in the background there on both of them, hopefully. Right, I'm going to turn this little light, filming light that I've got with GoPro. Woo, that's bright. See what that's like. So what's that like now? Which one's best, do we think? GoPro or DJI? Right, let me spin them around. So that's with the filming light. Which you do get a bit of glare, bit looks of it on the DJI. I think it's a bit better. Right, let me get my torch out now. If I can hold these with one hand and get my torch out. Where is it? I don't know where I put it now. That's in my jacket pocket. Right, so this is the little baby torch. There we go. And the filming light that's on my GoPro as well. But by the looks of things, you can see a lot more with a DJI, which is going to be better for filming at night, definitely. It's even got a low light mode on this DJI, but it gives off a lot of noise, so I probably won't even use that if this is good enough. Right, now this is my even bigger torch. This is going to be better for filming in dark, isn't it? What do you reckon? Let's have a look over there, there's trees and stuff over there. Can we see it in them trees up there? So what do we reckon? Are we keeping this or are we selling it? Or am I just going to use it for night mode when I film at night? It's not bad on this screen. I don't know what it's going to look like on the big screen or once it's edited. But we'll have to have a look. But it looks fairly decent. And this is the GoPro for comparison with my bigger torch. Yep. I heard something in the tree then. The only thing that I don't like about this sometimes is the gimbal. It'd be better if there was a way to lock the gimbal off. I might have to... Oh, there it is, look. An owl. Must have been an owl, that. Don't know if the camera picked that up then, but that's the GoPro and the DJI for comparison, walking about in dark. There we go. Can you even see out with GoPro? Probably not. Oh, that's the only thing that are reflective on 10 of them. What do you call them? The things where the guy lines are attached to. But that white thing, that's not reflective, which is a good thing. I'll tell you one thing about this Kuiu Gear sleeping pad. It's definitely not a winter pad. It's not as warm as my light Tor pad, which is a 5.8 R value, and nowhere near as warm as the X-Therm. I've got a light AF mat underneath it. It's like a closed cell foam mat, which is, I think it's like 3mm. I've even got that underneath it, and I can still feel the cold coming through. But when I sit on the light AF mat just on the floor on its own, you can't even feel the cold coming through. I don't know what's going on there. It's obviously not ASTM tested, I don't think. Whether they've just put that in one of the pictures just to, I don't know, lie. This comes back to me moaning about gear last year as well, doesn't it? Companies lying to us about stuff. But I don't know if it's ASTM tested, but it's definitely not 5, an R value of 5. Because my the light Tor sleeping pad that I have, which is a 5.8, I think it is, that's really, really warm. I used that all throughout last winter with nothing underneath it, and that kept me toasty warm, did that. And obviously then there's the X-Therm, which is a bit overkill, but that's nice and warm as well. But I think that's like a 7 R value or something like that. If you're looking for something warm to sleep on, then I'd recommend the light Tor 5.8 R value or the Thermarest X-Therm. This is probably only good for 3 seasons, this, if that. I don't even know if it's good for that, but I'll have to test it out when it gets a bit warmer. That being said, I'm not staying all night on this pad with it only being 5 o'clock now. I'm going to be freezing later on, and I'll wake up very grumpy and aching. So I'll see you next time.